Hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Well, what's the story all about? Hmm. Well, what should I say? What should I say? Well, there's a lot of desperate people out there, isn't it? And why are all those desperate people out there find it hard to get a girlfriend or to get a best friend? What's the reason? Well, like someone says before, very long time ago. Like someone says before, very long time ago. Why do you want to come over to Asia? Hmm? Why do you want to come over to Asia? Huh? Why can't you have a Caucasian wife? Hello, mommy, wifey 99. Mm. You see, it makes some sense also what he's talking long ago. Never mind, he's not around. Huh? God bless him. Take care of himself. Huh? Stay out of trouble. But is it really true that you can't afford to have your own countrywoman? That you got to come over here and look for one, and some of them also not really just want to look for one. They also want to grab someone else's girlfriend, someone else best friend, someone else wives. Why are you so desperate? Rejection is good for you, make you stronger. Very expensive though, and get cost. And just costs a little bit of money. Hey, monster. The the thumbnail tell a different story. The title have a different meaning. And my story is all about men, not ladies this time. I want to get them confused because why? They always double jeopardy to me. Good afternoon, dearest Estella. Hello, monster. Hello, Mommy May from Estella, dearest. Yeah, like I said, you see, a lot of them came over to this part of the world. Some of them did not touch or did not smell the paradise of Asia at all. Only in their YT tubes world, YouTube world. And when they are only in their YouTube world, they go around, looking around, fumbling around, messing around, and finally, out of desperation, they just pick one. They just pick one so that they do not feel left out. Yeah, they do not feel left out. And why do I put a different kind of thumbnail? rather than I put a local one that you know is the Asian face. Right? But it's all for those that's coming over here. And like I said, someone told me long ago, you can't afford your own country woman, that you got to fly over here. And then you also fight all over the YT world to see who gets the one. And when you have one, you're also not happy because you chose the wrong one. And you want someone else one. That's very selfish. Or should I say, that's very stupid of you to pick the wrong one and decide that someone else got the better one. Passport brothers are not wanted in their own countries, maybe. I read a lot about passport brothers stories. They have their own problems. Yup. And they also come over here to this part of the world to mess up with the woman over here. Because why? Passport brothers are actually not wealthy off people. If they are so wealthy off, if they are so wealthy off, they wouldn't be going to YouTube, Facebook, and so on. Instagram also you have to look for chicks, as they call it, for your replacement that you can't get in your own country, or maybe the woman there expect more than you can handle it. I don't think so. I guess you must be the what? You must be the one that is not under the privileged group. You only can afford to take care of yourself. And you expect your woman to share your burden. Well, some women doesn't want to share your burden. Some women are even better off than you. And when they are better off than you, that's the trouble. And you will start from there. Maybe they should realize that traditionally raised women have traditional more good morals. They do not fool around. Part of the reason, which is very true, because they are not loyal, which is also very true. Because when you go over the YT world and look at how they handle their own woman, and when they are also married, they chase after someone else's woman, their life must be so pathetic. No wonder their own countrywoman also kick them off, or kick them out. So, like you always thought that I will talk about women, isn't it? Those bunch of maniacs and lunatics. Well, I know about your story too. I just don't want to talk about it until they start to piss me off. And when you start to piss me off, here comes the story. You think I don't know your story? You think you're rich? You think you're well off? You think your career is what? On the upper level? No. You see, I can tell you also some of them that lie to the Filipinos. Especially there's one that a lot of them know. He lies also. You know, Filipino are not stupid anymore as you think they are. You must be so stupid to think that, what? I can fool my way out and I can get her. No. Try harder. Yeah. You're rich. Your hand almost reach. Right? Yeah. Correct. But you do not know or you do not understand the story too. There are always some stories behind. But I guess you do not find out. They will be even poorer when free government money will stop with new laws. Yeah. Yes. Things are changing. Yeah. The new, what is that? The new marshal is in town. And the new marshal is not going to fool around. You get what you deserve. Whatever is not for you, it won't be there anymore. You notice there's a lot of hyenas now screaming their head off because their head are on the chopping board. Hey, I say hyenas, huh? I did not mention anyone, huh? Remember, unless you consider yourself one of the hyenas. The man has taken over from the fossil. Yeah. Yes. Correct. And things are changing. And mind you, they are not going to dispense any more condom for you too. They're not going to dispense any condom for you too. If you do not understand your own country funny stories, then I think you must be out there living in the wilderness and expect handouts. Well, like I said, the hands are not ditching out any more money. Oopsie, so no more making boom boom things. Yeah, my dears, you can understand what I'm talking and you know what I'm following to, in other words. Right? And now that you know, there's only two sexes that is only recognized in your own fucking country, like you want to think you're a good fucker. Now you got fucked off. Scary if we start to think the same. No more, right? Yes, 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 yes. Correct. Yeah. Now you know that there's only male and female. And if you want to classify me under one of the others, I tell you one thing. Pam Bondi is very good at what she's doing. Right? We say in Hungary, if X on passport, then you do not enter. Yeah, correct. You're banned from entering. Correct. Now, since you think you're so valuable, when you fight all over the YT for all the Filipinos or Pinoy, don't you think you're being very stupid? Thinking that, I got a little bit of money, I can get what I want. No, you got a little bit of money, you're not going to get what you want. Because sooner or later, I'm going to tell a different kind of stories. I'm going to tell a different kind of stories. And you better make sure that your wallet are thicker than thick. Your wallet are thicker than thick. Because if it's very thin, you're going to get a lot of trouble from your women. Because like I can preach or teach or tell them what to do, I'll also tell them one thing about don't buy ukay no more. Filipino Pinoys will understand what is ukay. Like everyone wants to buy M and S. M and S. I will also encourage them. Why not? Since you got a foreigner boyfriend, husband, partners, right? And these are for those that think, I got money, what? Right? I can fool around, what? Right? I have a girlfriend already, what? I can afford another one, what? Right? Oh, I have a wife already, what? My wife did not know what I'm doing, what? Why can't I fit another mouth? Right? Ooh, I'm going to put you into trouble. Don't worry. Okay. Like cookie. Yeah, ukay. Ukay refers to pre-loved items. Monster. In Filipino, they call it ukay. Ukay, U-K-A-I or U-K-A-Y or O-K-A-Y as they spell it, refers to pre-loved item. Pre-loved items are cheaper than the normal items that you buy from all the shopping complex, boutiques. Yeah, boutiques are very expensive. They specialize in certain brands. And like all these perverts and maniacs out there that thinks, oh, I'm going to have more than one girlfriend. Oh, I have a wife already, but I'm still very lustful for someone else's girlfriend. Yeah, they are out there, my monster friend. They are out there, and they are this disgusted type of people that think that they have a little money, they are king, and come here to fool around and do what they want. And do what they want. Hmm? Right? Discount pussy. I got coupon for 50% off for BJ in St. Joe. Cause oh, make me happy, you. My dear friend, monster, you can get from USID some money to buy your condoms and tell them don't send to the cousins because they will make something else out of it because they have a soul. But what you supply over there is too much for them to use that they make use of it for other things. Right? So now, what are these desperate people out there that in their own country they cannot get their own woman, or should I say, they got kicked out from their own house over there by their own woman. And they said they are not racist, but they refer to their friends from the same country as a racist. Right? Wow. I think you know who I'm talking about now. Right? Correct? Exactly as I want to describe and I want to tell the story. Exactly as you put it out there. Yeah. I know. I know what I'm talking about. And I think exactly as you know. But it's okay. Nobody cares about you because you're just some dirt. You're just some dirt that sticks onto somebody else's shoes. You want to show off that you got the money. But I can say only one thing. I can only say one thing. Why do you want to cheat on your own woman? Even that now you have one that is beside you. Right? Hello, Maui Howie. Hello, everyone from Maui Howie. Isn't it true? And why do you not ship her to your country and enjoy the good life that you can afford or you can't afford? Correct, isn't it? No wonder you leave her behind. Correct? And why not set up a big company or set up a company that she doesn't have to work 12 to 14 hours or maybe 16 hours a day. And you call yourself well off? You see, you can lie to yourself. But like all liars, sooner or later, the story I'm telling will reach her ears. Yeah, correct? Yes. So why do you call your own country man a racist? And don't forget, you have the same colored woman as you call your friend a racist. What's the difference? Unless your brain are so stupid that you think it only reflects onto the one that you are pointing the fingers to. It makes no difference because you are the same exactly as you want to say to the other one. They are racist. They even call their wives second-class citizen. Terrible. Yup. But the one in particular is already married to a Filipino. And he still can't get over that the friend got a more beautiful girlfriend. So you're so pissed off that you call him a racist. But the question is, both of you happens to have Pinoys. So who are the racists? How come you point the finger to the other one, but you never ask yourself, wow, one answer only. Your brain are completely screwed up. Your brains are completely screwed up because you never remember what position you are in. Oh, so. Correct? So, are you a racist? Or the one that you call a racist is a racist? From what I see, from the situation that abounds around you, no difference. You are also one. So now that you know that you are one, because of your stupid brain that doesn't function at all, have fun. Racist. Have fun to the racists. Oh, the thumbnail is a very different woman, isn't it? Yesterday thumbnail also is a very different woman, isn't it? The day before yesterday, there's also 4 different beautiful women, isn't it? How come you can't catch any one of them? That you just pick any one of the Pinoy to become your wife, and you are so desperate for your friend's girlfriend. Then either you are a maniac or you are a lunatic, like a lot of Americans happens to be lunatics of late. Oh, you don't know? Wow. Funny, isn't it? So, how much of money do you have that even in your own country you can afford to get your own local wife, and you come over this part of the world, you get a Pinoy and call your countrymen racist? Wow. Actually, you do not realize what you're talking about. Because when you can call your own countrymen a racist, I tell you one thing, you are exactly one. Don't deny it. I never get it wrong. Don't get upset. Because exactly as your brain cannot understand and cannot learn anything from what you says and what you want to do, you are one of them. I'm 50% lunatics. It's alright. At least you dare to admit you are a lunatics. But some people out there, they dare not to admit at all. They dare not to admit they are racist also. And they call their own countrymen a racist. Right? So now, if you consider your own countrymen a racist because they've got a Pinoy girlfriend, and you got a Pinoy wife, wow! You're a bigger one, isn't it? Right? Why? Your own country, you cannot get your own woman. You got to be so desperate. You come over this part of the world to look for a woman. Like someone told me long ago, he got no money. No wonder he travels to Asia to look for a cheaper wife. Now, does that fit into you as one of the category of I don't have money, what? I got to marry a Pinoy wife, what? Right? Ooh. But the other guy did not mention that he got no money. He did not say anything that he is a racist. He knows that the girlfriend is a Pinoy and Pinoy is different color. Yes, ivory skin. I forget to mention to you, isn't it? Ivory skin. Yeah. Like all those Latin Americans. Right? Like all those Latin American. I traveled to Philippines for 21 days. Balut! Well, you should try soup number 5 if you want to enjoy life and have fun at the same time. What's that? A lot of people knows what is soup number 5. It's okay. Nothing that you cannot eat. It's just that you got to ask yourself, dare yourself to eat it. Because you might find it very interesting, and at the same time, I can tell you one thing. It makes you more of a man. Yes, it makes you more of a man. But then I can suggest to you an alternatives. I can suggest to you an alternative monster, but you never know that I know about all this kind of things. I'm eating mushroom soup number one. I think, yes, mushroom soups are very nice. Yes, why not? Mushroom soup are very nice one. You eat together with French loaves, not a problem. You can dip the French loaf into it also. Or if you prefer pancake, you can dip the pancake into it too. Not a problem. Because mushroom soup goes almost with everything. It goes almost with everything. Why not? Right? Or you can try garlic bread, which is also very nice. Right? Maybe, monster, you want to experiment with something. Shall I introduce to you one of the things that you never know that is very potent to you? Yes, potent to you. Yeah, it makes you different. It makes you more of a man. You can use it. You can consume it weekly, not a problem. You can consume it weekly, not a problem. The only thing is that I'm worried your man drives will go over the limit. Your man drives will go over the limit. Unless you don't want me to tell you, then I don't want to tell you. If you want to know, I can tell you what is it all about. A lot of people do not know it because these things are not disclosed to a lot of people. So a lot of people do not know, do not understand what is it also. They do not understand what is it also. Right? So now that we know that the one that calls the other guy a racist can't get a local wife or get kicked out before, because why? Basically, from what I understand, most of them cannot handle liberated woman. Yeah, westernized, liberated, very demanding, high expectation, and when you cannot afford to take care of them, you look for someone else that is easier on your purse, as they call it. But don't you consider, or don't you find that you lowered yourself to that level to want to get a wife that you can afford? I'm not saying that you cannot afford. I'm also not calling you a racist because you call yourself one already. Hubby would not want to marry a subservient woman. He likes a woman with a backbone. Yup, a woman with a backbone, or I usually call them strong woman. Because when you're a strong woman and the man cannot handle you, they are the one, they are the one, they should be thinking about themselves. Yep, it's true. I always say, I like woman, strong woman, not your normal woman. Woman with no backbone, very flexible, better in bed. Woman with no backbone, very flexible, better in bed. Monster. The other meaning for woman with no backbone, you know what is it called? Huh? You see, over in your country, they call men that follows to the woman, yes man. And when you are better off, slightly better only, not very much better, and you got a little bit of money, and you come over here, then you look for a woman that depends on you. It's not, it's better in bed. It's better in everything you want. Because why? Whatever she say, you say, she will say yes. And that's the problem. Right? He knows that he can leave me at home alone for months and there will be no problem and no fooling around. Yep. Correct. Strong. Yes. Very independent. No problem. And like all those that have just a little bit of money that comes over the Philippines and fight all over the places and make a fool of themselves, and they consider themselves man, you are half a man only. Because why? You can't handle a real woman. No wonder you find that Filipinos or Pinoy are easier for you to manipulate. But you get it wrong. Not all of them you can manipulate. Only the flexible one, as Monster call it. Yes, you can manipulate them. Because why? They don't have a backbone. They are not independent, and they are not strong women. My meaning of strong is not that they very strong, they can carry things. Strong-minded, for your information. Strong-minded. So that you got to reason. What should I say? You got to work hand in hand together so that you also get the share of what you are due for it. But you never knew one thing. Yeah, this group they never knew a lot of things. They only have one thing up in their head here. One thing only. That is somewhere between the legs. And if you think that is what you want, don't get married. There's so many around. There are so many around. Even Europe, the women there also outnumbered the men. And this man that fights all over for just a woman. You are really very pathetic. Your life must be so pathetic that you got to fight. Isn't it true? Right? Exactly. That's what you are. Did I get it wrong? Why not? You offer something better for your woman, or for your woman, your ladies, your girlfriend, your partner. Offer them something even better. Right? You don't have to go fooling around since you have one already beside you. What's the point of fooling around? You think you get another one? Can you afford to have two? Even in your own country, you get driven out by just only one. Wow. You see, you're not man enough, but you just want to behave like a man when you're in your YT world. But I can tell you one thing. You're so pissed off. You're so upset when I tell the story and you know exactly I'm talking about you. Right? Correct. Nobody cares about you. It's just that you want to tell people. You want to tell people the stories, your side of it. But you're being so engrossed or so obsessed with the woman that you cannot have that you make all sorts of videos, all sorts of chats, all sorts of short stories, all kind of nonsense. Only you yourself think is working. Only you yourself think is getting into somebody. But like I said, you're just wasting your time and screwing up your empty brains because whatever that you have inside your brains is actually not your life at all. You're living in his life and her life. You're so desperate to want to own her, but it's eating you up inside your head. You can wait a little bit longer or a very much longer time. And I can tell you one thing. You're not going to get it at all. You just dream about it. And at the same time, your story that is not interesting at all and so desperately stupid that you think is working. I got only one thing to tell you. Your brain doesn't contains what you're thinking. Your brain only contains someone else's visions, someone else, what is it? Pictures, someone else chat, everything about somebody else, not yourself. You don't have a life at all. You never got a life at all. Isn't it true? Correct. Have you got a life? I doubt that. And when you don't have a life, I got only one thing to say. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. Keep on. What is it? Celebrating. Because you'll never get it. You'll never own it. It doesn't belong to you. Why? Because you don't have the balls to be a man. When you don't have a balls to be a man, what do you expect out in the world? What can you get out in the world? Nothing. Only garbage. The pretty ones, your hand are not able to reach. The pretty ones doesn't want you also because you're not rich. The pretty one also will never have a second look at you. The pretty one also won't want a guy as cheap as you. True or not? Isn't that these all facts? Because when you go even shopping, you go and look for the cheaper one. And even when you go out to eat, you don't go to a fancy restaurant at all. Yeah, because you don't have the money to go there, what? Right? Correct? Well, once in a while you got to show what? That you can afford to have a nice meal with your loved one. But if you are not going to see your loved ones so often, why not you have fanciful meal just to make her happy? Or is it burning your pockets that you cannot afford to pay for it? Too bad. You're too cheap. No wonder. No wonder. You see, when you want to look for a woman, you go and look for all those in the YT world. Yeah, 99% of them, I can only tell you one thing. They only want your money. Are they really in love with you? You must be so stupid to think that they love you. Because why not you stop sending money for 2 months and see what happened. You see what happened. You don't understand? You can try it out. It's all about your little money. So you find most of them, yeah, majority of them. And I did not say everyone. I said the majority of them. I can also say it's 99%. Only 1% of them have taste, got class. Don't look for all these cheap crabs over here. And yeah, Passport Brothers seems more mongers. They fuck around the woman all over the YT world. Yeah, you don't know. You think you're the first one that dip your dipstick into it? Wow. And you think you are the first one that tastes the fruit of it? Wow. They never tell you the truth, what? They always lie to you, what? Isn't it true? Even already married with kids, the fella say, no, I'm still a virgin. I don't have any kids. Right? I'm single. Right? Stupid. You don't believe? Get married to her. You don't believe? Get married to her. That's why you're all so stupid. Completely stupid. She could offloaded the kids' numbers. Yeah. Yes. Because someone that does a live stream and there's the behind called, Mommy, Mommy! You did not find it out? Oh, so sad. That's why I told you the live streaming room is always very beautiful. Only for one person. Always close. So it's always one person. And it's beautiful because it's meant for live streaming, nothing else. Virgin birth by the internet, simple. Yeah, you find a lot of virgins in the internet world. Because when they go up into the internet world, all of them are single, married, and what? Not married, and want to mingle. Don't you remember that? I'm single, ready to mingle. You got the cash, I got the breast. Boopsie, for you to see. Right? Isn't that what they say? I'm single, ready to mingle. What else do you want? What else do you want? Definitely, you want someone that is single, isn't it? So you can mingle, right? So that you can get to know her. So that you can start paying her. So you can subscribe to her. So you can be a member to her. And ultimately, you also can get her messenger. Right? And from there, that's the story begins. Correct? Yeah. Because with the messenger, then you can start. Ah, can you give me some money, darling? I need some money. I need to top up my handphone. I need to buy a panty. What color should I choose? Pink, black, whatever. Interesting, yes, private. Correct. That's what they do. Right? You think I don't know? You think I never know? I tell you, I know more than whatever that's going on out there. I know lots of it. But, well, I got a very sexy thumbnail, isn't it? Beautiful one. Nice obs one, right? Leather tights. What? Jackets. Correct. Body hugging. Whoo. Hey, where's the Romeo? Romeo can't get any. Romeo always settle for the second best. Hey, no class lah, no taste. Always don't look for the second best. Get the ultimate prize. Don't look for the second best because then you don't have any taste. Correct. You're so desperate, what? Huh? Is that number 10 that you have in hands? Or is it minus plus one more, become 11? Right? I got only one thing to say. I got only one thing to say. It doesn't look any better than my thumbnail. So, you got really bad taste, isn't it? You got horrible taste, isn't it? Or is that your pocket doesn't belongs to you? Did you get any help from the USAID? Oh, I guess that one is not from America. No, I know where you're from. Finish! What have you finished? Your crochets? Your beautiful one? You have a lot at hand. Isn't it true? Well, just think if some fools would fall in love with my silly thumbnail. Why not? Huh? My dearest, I sum it up for you. There are a lot of desperate old men out there. There are lots of desperate old men out there. But I guess you got to choose one that can afford to take care of you. Not you take care of them. Because why? For me, I'll just kick them off. I'll just kick them off. Right? Oh, Timmy is here. Question: are they a good cash man to look for? For what? A high quality woman. Isn't it a high quality woman needs a high maintenance as well? Hello, uncle. Yes, it goes both ways. Like they said, Timmy, good thing come no cheap. Good thing come no cheap. Cheap thing come no good. You get what I'm saying or not? I screwed your mind, because I don't understand. I think they don't understand what I'm talking about. Correct? Isn't it true? 100% yes. I would say majority of them cannot afford me. Even if I would look at them. Yeah, very true. That's why I say those that are out there from the YT world one, if they can afford to look for a good, beautiful, nice woman, they wouldn't be loitering. Remember this word? They wouldn't be loitering around the YT world. I got to change it, to suit them. Right? Right? Isn't that exactly true? I would say majority of them cannot afford me, even if I would look at them. Have fun. Have fun. So, when you can afford, that's why you're loitering around the YT world to think that you can find a perfect number 10. You know what is a perfect number 10, isn't it? Oh, if you don't know, that's what the dams call Caroline Leavitt. Yeah. Yes. They consider her a number 10 because of her beauty. But the views are not getting any more views. They got 30 lawsuits out there waiting for their ass to be burned. Right. I'm not a luxury freak, but I'm well taken care of. Just saying. Well, you don't need to be a luxury freak. It's just that you got to be able to afford what you want to buy. Make yourself look good. Make yourself pleasant. Make yourself happy. That's the most important thing. You mean you got to buy Versace clothings, Prada, some more what? Christian Dior, and what? YSL. What's that for? When you leave this world, you cannot carry with you. You don't need that. Do you need that? You only need to take care of yourself, enjoy your life, go wherever you want, eat whatever you want, stay in a nice house. Not necessarily a mansion or a big villa, as long as you're comfortable, decent enough, it's okay. And you don't have to buy a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. Mercedes, BMW is just good enough. It still takes you from A to B. Even the Japanese Prime Minister don't go in a Mercedes, BMW, Rolls Royce. They go in a Japanese vehicle that is made by Toyota. So what's the difference? Would I look better just because there is a brand label on my clothes? Nobody see the brand because the tags are always behind there, hidden. So who the hell knows? As long as you buy something that you like, you love it, you like to wear it, nice, fits you, that's good enough. Brand, not necessary. Not necessary. I don't go for brands. I couldn't care less. What do you think about me? Yeah, they said I wear the same clothings. Yeah, this is my signature. Hello, Uncle Ichi from Maria. Yes, Maria is here. True, isn't it? As long as you enjoy what you want, wear whatever you want, comfortable with it, that's good enough. Like, done. Thank you, no problem. That's all we want. Simple life, have fun with it, and don't have to be bothered with what other people think, because that is their problem. Whatever you wear, they will have issue with you. I can tell you that. They will have issue with you, nothing else. I wear clothes to fit the occasion, is comfortable and hubby approved is all. Yeah, your hubby loves it. That's it. That's the most important thing. As long as your hubby loves it, why should you worry about other people? Who are they? They are just, what do they call it? I remember the word already. There are some other people just occupying some of the space on this earth. They are there occupying some space and breathing the fresh air that you need. That's all. Nothing else. Hi, Internet Monster, Mommy May. Right, from Maria. Isn't it? Why do you want to be bothered with them? Why do you care about them? Right? I don't care. I'm not bothered. But like all of them out there that are so useless, I got only one thing to say. You come over to this part of the world and want to show your little money and think that you are very better off than all those people here. I got only one thing to say to you. You are just another fool that thinks you are valuable. Nothing else. Just another garbage that have, what should I say? Whatever you think you are. I have thermal house dress. Very comfy. Yeah, that's good. Hello, Sharpenson. You give me full of roses. Full of roses. Hello, Estella from Sharpenson. Hello, Sher. Right. So, let's see. What is it all about? So now that we know the one that is the racist that can't afford to have my thumbnail kind of woman, why do you want to show off yourself over here when you don't have the kind of money to show off at all? You don't have that kind of money to show off at all. You're just fooling yourself. It's about time I teach the Filipino to get them to buy better things. Don't go to Jollibee. Don't go to McDonald's. Go to the Western outlet like Starbucks, Texan Grill. Huh? What? The Big Mac that is from Wendy's, or should I say Burger King? Yeah, it tastes better. It costs more. Why do you want to go for McDonald's? Why do you want to go for KFC? Why do you want to go for Jollibee? Go to Starbucks. Go to Burger King's, Wendy's, Texas Grill. Right. Don't go for the cheaper version. Because if they want you, they can afford you. Make them pay. If they can afford to pay, then you know they can afford to take care of you. If they ask you to ride on a jeepney, say no. I don't like the exhaust smell. I don't like the dust. Gets my hair dirty. I want Grab, or maybe you can get the hotel limousine to fetch me. Yeah, make them pay. It's very silly of you if they come visit your country, cannot pay for even just this little luxury for you to travel in comfort. What do you think they are? Taking you as a cheap woman? Well, they like to fool around what? They like to show off what? And if they like to fool around, they like to show off, why not you make them pay a little bit more? Why should you go for something cheap? Why should you cut their budget. Make it explode. Take you out for nightlives. Go to some fanciful club. No, not bar. Don't go to the bar. Too cheap. The beer are cheap. Go to those fanciful clubs where you got to pay to get in. Yeah, you got to pay to get in. Not cheap. Not those bars. What is that? What is that? Wayside restaurant that join together and they have some music where you can enjoy all the cheap things. No! It's about time you make them pay. Remember the word, you pay, you pay, you pay. Yes, someone out there that cannot afford one, that used to use the word, you pay, you pay, you pay. But he goes to all these cheap outlets, drink cheap beers, go to the cheap bars. What for? Go to the club. Pay to get your entrance. Remember one thing. You got to dress good too. You got to dress good too. Not in khaki shorts. You idiot. No brains. If he's going to be cheap while dating, what will he be like as a husband? That's what I'm telling them now. If they cannot afford to take you to some fanciful place to dine, then they are not the man that you want in your life. Because then you don't get to really enjoy life. They want to make use of you only. That's what it is. So now that you know the story, I'm telling you, about time to change. Don't settle for the cheap one. Don't settle for the cheap one. Go to where you can afford or he can afford to pay for you to go. Definitely, you have a list out in your brains up here to want to go to that kind of places. Isn't it true? But if he cannot afford all this, and he said, I want to marry you, remember one thing. You'll never get a better life at all. That's for sure. Even if the girl has only one good dress, then wear that for a date, not shorts. Show the man that you are worth the money. Yes, correct, true. That's how it works. These are not scamming, mind you. This is for you to prove your worth. And if the man cannot afford it, and if you don't have a nice, good-looking dress, you tell him, I want to go to that place, fanciful. I got to dress well too. I can't go with what I'm used to wear every day. Why not? Make him pay. At least then you have a nice dress that you can keep and say, yeah, he buy for me a beautiful dress. You definitely will be very happy, don't you? But if he cannot afford even to buy you a beautiful dress that you can go to this fanciful place where you got to pay the entrance to get into it, then I got only one thing to say. These are cheap men. Don't date them. They got no money. They can't take care of you. Yeah, You can use them to pay for your little bills, handphone, internet, grocery, yeah, your daily grocery. Yeah, they can afford. But I bet even without him, you can afford to do it yourself too, right? So why not get them, if they're interested in you, to pay. To pay. You don't agree? If you all women out there, you don't agree, and you want to stick to those that can only give you what? Cheap kind of life. Go to the bar, take you to the bar, eat at the roadside stall, never take you to any fancy food restaurant at all. Why do you want him to date you? What's the reason? What's the purpose? He got no money. He can't take care of you. Cannot give you anything nice to eat. Cannot even buy you a nice dress. And you want to date him? Shame on you. Right? True what? Isn't it true? Did I say it wrongly? I never get it wrong. It's always that you got to take care of yourself, to think about yourself, and to find out for yourself whether he can afford to take care of you or not. If he cannot even take care of you, I got only one thing to say. I have only one thing to say. You better stay away. If a man really cares, he will want to take pride that his woman looks good and is in nice places. Yep, true, definitely. Who doesn't want their woman to look good? Who doesn't want? Only the one that thinks about himself will only think that way, so that he cannot afford anything that to make her look good, make her feel happy, make her feel proud of him. I doubt that is the kind of man you want. Dress is easier to take off. I don't know what you're talking about, Timmy. I'm telling another kind of stories. I'm trying to educate all the Pinoys not to settle for anything less now. About time, I want to tell the Pinoy, hey, you want a good man? You want a man that can take care of you? Then you got to test it out to see that can he really afford to take care of you other than he just wants to fool with you. You know what I'm talking about. You know how nut my head is. Oh, I'm not talking about nuts anymore. I'm talking about brainwashing all the Pinoys that if you have that kind of boyfriend that likes to fool around and like to show off that the fella got a lot of money, like to think that he is rich, about time this Pinoy woman also learn a thing or two about dating and don't go to the restaurant at the side of the road, which you call a restaurant, and eat. You go to one that is candlelit, have waitress to serve you, with some pipe-in romantic music, any a cozy place, very warm, so that you can have a nice dating chat. Don't go to the roadside one where all the dust fly about, where all the fumes and the engine noise make so much of noise that you don't know what he's talking or what you're telling him about. Right? Try to wash my hair. The more you wash, the more it gets dirty. I don't know. I don't know. I'm very confused as to what you're saying. Oh my God. You are not telling me the story of your scary one and over here write it out, huh? I guess that's part of your story that you're writing and it comes over here. Try to wash my brain. The more you wash, the more it gets dirty. Yeah, now you got sense. Just now I thought that, you're talking about your scary story one. Yeah. You see, a lot of them do not know, a lot of them have never realized that all these foreigners that come over to Philippines, they think that when they come over, they go on a date with this man, and they think that this man, they are wealthy, they are well off, they got money, they can travel, they can come to the Philippines. But I'm going to tell a lot of those Pinoy out there. A lot of them actually don't have money one. That's why you get the wrong kind of boyfriend out there. Majority of them don't have money. Majority of them have just enough to survive. That's why they come over to this part of the world to look for a cheaper wife to take care. But whatever cheap that they consider that you are also cheap, make sure that they can afford to take care of you. Not that they're going to feed you whatever that is at the roadside, or at Jollibee, or what else? What else? Those unnamed shops that sells all the cheap food. It's about time when they want to know you, go out on a date, don't have a nice dress, ask him to buy you one. Don't have a nice shoes, ask him to get you one. Because he wants to be your boyfriend, isn't it? And if he cannot afford all these little things that you want, and take you on the first date to a fanciful restaurant, candlelight dinner, then I guess, when he say he is rich, come over and visit you and take you to the roadside, I doubt that he can take care of your life. That is exactly what happened to one of them that got married. Instead of opening a grocery shop, it ended up a sari store. Wow. And he said that he's a millionaire. Ooh. Millionaire, don't open sari stores for your wife. You idiot. You should set up a grocery shop. Yeah, not the sari mom and pop shops. That one is cheap. There are a lot all over the Philippines. Why not get one that is bigger than those sari store, so that she doesn't have to work so hard. She can employ workers to help her to arrange the goods, to unload the goods, to take order from the customer, and she just stay at the counter and count the money and receive the money and pay the money to those that deliver the goods. That is called business, not sari store. And you consider yourself a millionaire, you lie yourself towards her heart. It won't last. No wonder you are looking for a second girlfriend. You see, these are the people that have no principle and cheat on their own woman. If the woman really loves the man, she would ask him to don't overspend his money in traveling her place. She would look for his best interest and even ask for him her home, for him to know who she really is and even her family. As we Asian are family oriented, we are very close to our family. Timmy, not everyone will think like what you think. Not everyone will think like what you think. Remember, this world are made up of a lot of complicated people. And a lot of people that doesn't runs on one kind of, like you said, family, close-knitted. I can tell you, even in the Philippines, there are dispute over the family. Mind you, you are one of the lucky one, but you haven't listened to some of the unlucky stories. I know about the unlucky stories. I never want to talk about it, because if I talk about it, someone is going to cry, Jimmy. So I don't want to talk about it. I know a lot of all these kind of stories. But now I'm educating all the other type of woman. All the other type of woman. That when they want to find out whether the boyfriend can afford or cannot afford, it's a totally different kind of story. You might have your right to say whatever you want to say. My choice of story doesn't fit everyone's, because it's very complicated and it involves a lot of knuckleheads, or as you call those crazy nuts out there. Yeah, that's why I say the husband consider himself a millionaire, married her, still fool around looking for girlfriend, and only set up a sari store for her. You see, the conclusion is what? If he's so rich, why not run a bigger outlet where you can employ people to run the store? Then you got the proper business. Sari stores are not proper business. It's mums and pops business. And if that's the business that she wants to do, he should be there with her to do it together. But why is she fooling around? That's the question. Like I said, it's about time we wake up those Filipinos to tell those Western men, if you want to come here and you want to look for me as your wife, make sure that you can afford me first before you think of marrying me. At the same time, you can find out whether the fella is married or not, have kids or not, or become a home wrecker. Right? You forget the story? That one is not out there to marry him. Cannot marry to him. Just want him to work his ass off and to get the money to feed herself and her family and the husband. That's where it all went wrong. Why not I teach them something else that is even more interesting? Like, test them out first. Find it out for yourself. Oh, don't get me wrong, huh? I know one of them that is very wealthy, very wealthy, can take care of things. I tell you. I don't want to mention no names, but I know who he is. That one, he does not cover any stories. So, I guess that lady is a very lucky lady. That lady is a very lucky lady. Not like the rest of them out there. Sneaky! And, hey, go private. Don't put it out in the public. Double sneaky, this one. I know who they are. I just don't want to mention the names. Right? In this story I talk about, the person will also know who I'm talking about. Right? Full-time racist, calling others racist. I don't care how they think about me and what they think about me. I just have fun. I just have fun. That's all. That's what life is all about. And that's my story for tonight. I hope all the Pinoys out there, when you want to choose your husband, make sure they can afford to dress you, to feed you, and to buy you what you want. Not necessarily branded. As long as you find it's nice, acceptable, in public areas, should do well. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Right? So that's it for tonight. That's all for tonight. Thank you all for listening. Don't get upset, huh? Because I did not call you out. You will know the story is all about you. But I did not call you out. I did not say any of your names out there. But if your butt hurts, that's your problem. This is exactly what I want to tell you. And I couldn't care less. What do you think about me? I couldn't care less. So that's all for tonight. Take care of your health. Drink more water. Drink more water. Be happy. Don't get upset. Don't get stressed. And never listen to those people that cannot tell you exactly what you want to listen to. Only give you garbage kind of advice and only will take you to cheap place to eat and say, I love you. Well, it's very cheap, the words I love you is very cheap. Don't you know that? So have a nice weekend. Enjoy your life. Have a good night, everyone. Take care of yourself. And where's my pretty shirt? And where's my pretty shirt? Afford me first. The question is, are you for sale or for lease? Not me. I'm not for sale. I'm not for lease. Bye, Uncle and Chad. This year I'm in the hole $1 million, but not but. Yeah, not butt hurt, but butt freeze raccoon. Yeah. Yes. You two understand each other very well. That's a different story. But there's a lot of people that's been taken for a ride out there. There are lots of people that are being taken for a ride out there. And there's a lot of these sims mongers, passport brothers, and even gurus. Now they have gurus, you know. They call themselves gurus. But these gurus are actually not gurus. They are what? Pocket broke one. Cheap one. They consider they are gurus. But if you want to be a gurus, you got to have money one. People will pay you one. But this one no. This one got no money one. Nobody want to pay also. All the fella can talk is about filthy languages. And when you can talk about filthy languages, you think you're gurus? You're a filthy old man. Or should I say filthy-minded old man. That praise yourself so high, consider yourself a guru. No wonder you sleep with cheap women. Just be careful. Just be careful. America are not ditching out any more condoms for you. Just be careful. America is not ditching out any condoms for you anymore. Well, that's all for tonight. Have fun. I have a lot of fun telling a lot of funny stories. And I hope they don't get bad hurt. I hope they don't get bad hurt. That's all. Have a nice weekend. Take care of your health. Sweet dreams. And good morning to wherever you are. Have a nice day. And all I can say is, be happy. Don't get worked up. Because the story is not about you if you don't get hurt. The story will be about you if you really get hurt. You know who you are. I don't have to tell who you are. Because the pointers are all out there. It's very obvious what I'm talking about. If they got butt hurt, hopefully they had fun, Charot. Good night, 22. Yes, 22, good night. Yes, 22 is here. Timmy Richard from IC. Yes, Timmy to IC. Yes, that's about all for tonight's stories. 1 hour, 50 minutes. I thought that I'm just going for 1 hour. I never knew that the time runs so fast when I tell about stories. Yeah. Correct. Someone is going to get hurt very bad. And I can tell you, I can search into one of the teeny weeny channel that the fellow put all the garbage there. And he says, it's what? A channel that dispense information to the public. You're just full of shit, don't you know that? as of today, only 6,000 overviews. You must be really, really, really very, very, very pathetic and so much of hate in yourself. Bye, everyone. Stay safe. Time passes so fast when you're having fun. Yes. So, good night, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Take care. I'll tell you some more stories tomorrow. And we have some singing fun. Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of cheaters. There's a lot of nice people. And I can say there are lots of different characters too out there. Bye bye for now. I see you all again tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Have a nice weekend. God bless you all. Bye bye.